get to this point, and you want to hit somebody else. The guys want to hit somebody else.
Well, it's been a really tough and team building camp. Certainly, that many practices against each other. It's exciting to think about getting to play an opponent, and certainly a quality opponent. So we are excited about that, and game week brings that excitement. All the guys feel that and understand that, but we feel confident that what happened through camp was good for us. We built our football team, we worked hard, and now it's here. Now it's time to put the finishing touches on the work that we've done so that it can become game ready.
Do you feel the urgency from the guys this week? I
think we do. I mean, we came out Sunday and had a really spirited practice. Today was a hard work day. I thought we could have done a better job executing in some areas today. I thought there was things that we could have done better, and certainly there's still some work to be done this week, and that's why we've got this week left to finish up what we're doing. But certainly we hope for a better practice tomorrow, a more efficient practice tomorrow, but I'm excited about where we are. I think that there's a lot of good things that are happening. We just got to make sure that all 11 guys on offense and defense are doing what they have to do so we can execute.
From your years of experience, what's the best piece of advice that you can share on game day before they finally, after all these months of preparation, go out there and kick off the first game of the season?
Well, game day is a result of the hard work that you've done and the investment that you made. And so when that investment has been significant enough that you're not willing to let go of what happens during the game, it drives your competitive edge. Certainly that creates a championship team, and that's what we've tried to do, is make that investment through fall camp so that through the ups and the downs of a game, we can compete and grind, and when things don't go our way, we dig down that much deeper to make it happen, and I think that's what you do to get to this point, and that's where confidence comes from. When you get to game day, we know what the game plan is, we know what the situational calls are going to be, and now it's time to go out with confidence and execute. And I think that's what we do from here on, as we continue to increase our awareness of situational football, so that when we get in those game situations, we know what to expect, we know what we're going to run, and we can execute full speed.
Mike, when you started camp, you said 8, 9, 10 guys on the rotation. How do you feel about the line rotation right now as you head into game one?
Well, I feel like our first 5 guys have done a good job of pulling together. We've got 2 or 3 guys in those backup roles that are interchangeable and that can play a number of different spots. I think we still have development to do in our second team, and with everybody really. We're still a developing offensive line, and I think that those guys that are in those backup roles need to continue to develop so that they can develop the trust in the coaching staff and in the guys around them that they're significantly ready to play. And I think we still have some work to do there.
Your expectations for Cole?
I'm expecting Cole to have a great season and a great game, and I think he's worked hard. I think that the transition to center has been something that he's worked hard at. There have been rough edges that we've had to overcome, and I think that he's worked hard to do that as well. And I think with what he's done and the investment that he's made, I'm excited that he can go out and have a good game, and we'll see what happens. But I feel good about what he's done so far.
Is it any different with him being left-handed center? Is that?
I asked that question about 2 weeks ago with our quarterbacks and with Nick Petrino, and as long as he snaps the ball correctly, turns the ball as it's supposed to turn, there's not a difference. It ends up coming up the same, and so that hasn't been an issue. But I asked that question myself just to make sure that it felt the same to Puma and to Malik, and they assured me that it did. So we've worked hard at trying to deliver the ball at the right angle so that they can get the laces and do things the right way.
With Puma, like you said, you've prepared him so much, done so much work. What are some things that him making his first career start that you can't really simulate until he gets out there?
Well, I think not only with him but with everyone, it's game speed. And when the lights come on, everyone's level of energy goes up, everyone's speed of the game goes up, and the quicker team that adjusts to that speed of the game is the one that's going to grab the upper hand early. And we have to go out of the locker room ready to play fast. And I think Puma will experience that as well. The things that happen in practice are going to happen twice as fast at game speed, and we have to be ready to adjust to that.
Do you do things, the things you can do in advance to make sure that, like you said, the speed is so fast in the game that make sure that when they get out there, they're not,
Yeah, well, Coach Petrino does a great job of orchestrating practice so that we go ones versus ones probably more than any team in the country. And so we're going against our defense, our one defense, to get that kind of game speed. Even if we're sacrificing some scout team looks, we're getting the game speed from our own defense. And so I think when we scrimmage and when we go against certain periods of practice, we're trying to simulate that when we go ones versus ones.
All right, Coach.